Hi there and welcome. I'm Nikki Sutton and I help people realise the infinite nature of self and of reality. How our subconscious mind creates reality. Your subconscious mind really is a master manifester. It's the part of you that does the manifesting. We can consciously try and create all we want, but it's whatever's in the subconscious mind that really matters when creating our reality. Our subconscious mind is like a big powerful genie in a bottle. Your wish is my command, it says. Now, a really great book I read about 5 years ago really opened my mind to the power of the subconscious mind. It's called The Genie Within Your Subconscious Mind, How It Works and How to Use It. I have a link in the description if you'd like to purchase that book. So everything in your reality you believe is so, right? You see your reality and everything in your life, how it is, and you believe it is so. That's the way it is, right? Well, have you noticed that the more likely you think it is that you can have or achieve something in your life, the easier it happens, the easier it appears? The things you perceive as difficult or challenging or impossible even come about with much more difficulty, right? This is your beliefs about the thing you're wanting or trying to achieve, and your subconscious mind creating difficulties or creating ease. As I always say, the subconscious mind is the bridge to the soul. It is the part of us that really is connected to our soul. It's the creator part of us. Have you noticed that you're in two minds? For example, while you're driving, you could be driving the car but thinking about something completely different. And then you'll notice that you haven't paid attention to a whole chunk of your journey because you've been swept up in thought. This is these two minds. Your conscious mind is busy thinking about something, and your subconscious mind is busy driving. Now, you haven't needed to think about driving, it just happens, doesn't it? Because it's a function of the subconscious mind. And when we first start to learn to drive, it doesn't just happen, because it needs to be processed and learned by the conscious mind, and then it's stored in the subconscious mind and becomes an automatic function. It's the same with reading. You have to learn to read and then you can just read. Riding a bike, you have to learn to ride a bike and then you just do without thinking about it. Same with walking and talking. And that's why if we're public speaking, we tend to mess up if we're nervous, because we're so busy programming the subconscious mind to focus on nervousness, we forget to let the speech just flow. And the speaking part of it flows from the subconscious mind effortlessly. But if the conscious mind is thinking about, gosh, look at the size of the audience and will I mess up, that's a blocker to the subconscious mind. So do you begin to see how vast and deep and powerful your subconscious mind is and how effortlessly it performs? Let's compare the conscious mind and the subconscious mind for a moment. The conscious mind, think of it as the top level, and the subconscious mind is the bigger, deeper mind. Now with the conscious mind, we can focus on only one thing at a time. Have you noticed that? When you're trying to do two things at once, you have to switch your attention between them. But if the subconscious mind is taking over one of those functions, like the driving, then you can do two things at once. But the conscious mind can only do one thing at once. But the subconscious mind can do many things, like it can ride a bike, have you breathing, have you looking around, it can be maintaining body temperature, and even have you talking all at the same time. The conscious mind is the voluntary mind, and the subconscious mind the involuntary mind. So the voluntary mind, conscious mind, we choose things, we decide things, we make logical decisions, we voluntarily choose to focus on something. The subconscious mind is involuntary. It sends up emotions that we have, emotional reactions, It causes memories to pop into our head. We just do things like walking. We don't think about putting one foot in front of the other. It just happens, doesn't it? So the subconscious mind produces involuntary actions, thoughts, emotions, and so on. The conscious mind is very logical. It'll think things through, weigh up decisions. The subconscious mind is very emotional and intuitive. So you could wake up one morning feeling emotionally pretty bad and not actually know why. Well, it'll be something in the subconscious that needs healing, most likely. And your intuition comes from the subconscious mind. Those feelings you get about something, about the outcome of something, what you feel like you should do about something. And then it sort of gets into a little fight with the conscious mind, the logical mind. Should I make the logical decision or the intuitive decision? The conscious mind processes reality. We use our 5 senses and we look about the place and decide things, judge things, and so on. The subconscious mind stores all the information and it produces responses, often automatically. The conscious mind is the smaller mind. It's got less processing power. The subconscious mind has a lot of processing power. It's very large and deep and holds all your memories, emotions, beliefs, attitudes, your reactions, your past programming that you've received all your life. It holds everything that you've ever done, seen, learned, and experienced. You don't always think about how you react or feel or choose what to think. You just do. It's involuntarily coming up from the subconscious mind. But we can change things within the subconscious mind, which is what we might want to do when we're improving our manifesting capabilities. Because what we bring up from the subconscious mind and mull over with our conscious mind, we can change, and then it's stored in the subconscious mind again. So for example, if we find we have a negative belief about money, such as money is hard for me to come by, or no matter how hard I try, I'm never going to make much money. If we figure out that this is a deep-rooted subconscious belief that we've picked up somewhere, we can bring that up to the conscious mind, mull it over, question where we picked up that belief from, if it's really true, if it really belongs to me, who told me that and why did I believe them? So questioning that belief in the conscious mind affects how it's stored in the subconscious. Those new perceptions of that belief, for example, oh, it's actually untrue, is changed and popped back in the subconscious mind again in order for us to help manifest money better. So this is why we try to figure out our subconscious beliefs, bring them up to the conscious mind for reprocessing, and then it changes our subconscious beliefs so that we can create our reality better. Now, as well as bringing up core beliefs about ourselves and about reality that we might want to change, we can also go back and heal memories of ongoing circumstances in our life that were unfavourable, or traumatic events in our life. We can go over them again and try and perceive them differently. I have a whole playlist on inner work which addresses this, and this helps us to view ourselves more favourably and lessen the amount of negative emotions we experience day to day, which can also cause us to manifest more negative outcomes for ourselves. So inner work helps us to manifest better in life as well. So I'll also put a link in the description to my inner work playlist, which is also ever growing. Now, the subconscious mind does respond to repetition. So as well as going in and finding things that need healing and finding negative core beliefs that need changing, we can also change our subconscious programming through repetition. However, I have found that this is less effective because if there's a cognitive dissonance between what we're trying to program into the subconscious mind and an actual deep-rooted belief that's there for a reason because of some past experience, then the affirmations don't tend to take hold. But temporarily I have found that they do work. For example, in the past, if I've wanted to lose weight, I've repeated affirmations to do with being slim. For example, I am slim, and my subconscious mind has accepted that as a command, and I've suddenly had more motivation to get up and exercise, so it does work. Affirmations we can try to help us emotionally, for example, programming the subconscious mind that I am happy, or I am confident. They don't tend to take hold too well if there is healing required in the subconscious mind that is causing us to be unhappy or unconfident. Those memories, those traumas, those experiences need to be readdressed and new perceptions put upon them with understanding and forgiveness and realizations such as the person who was judging me back then was not qualified to tell me who I am, plus they needed a lot of healing themselves. So digging into memories and beliefs in order to perceive them differently, I find helps the most, more than affirmations. Here's a little quick example of how changing your mind can change your reality really quickly. So you may think this insignificant because it's a story about a cat, but it illustrates manifesting very well. So the story goes like this. About a year ago, my cat Max disappeared. He had been chased off by another cat. Now I tried to manifest him coming back. I imagined him coming back, and there was just something in me. I realised that I didn't quite believe that after several months and then turning into a year, I didn't believe that he would be okay. I thought maybe he wasn't able to feed himself, or maybe he just got so lost he'd never come back. He was microchipped. Maybe his collar had fallen off and all of these things. And I tried to undo these beliefs. I wasn't giving him much credit, really. Terrible. I tried to undo these beliefs and imagine him coming back and believing he would, but the belief just wasn't there, and as much as I tried, it didn't happen. And then about a week ago, me and my husband were sitting down and watching a video about an island in Italy. And at the very end of the video, there was a black and white cat. So this cat looked very much like Max. I pointed at it and I said, there's Max, we found him. And me and my husband laughed about it. And just for a millisecond there, it was like we really dared to believe that we'd found him. It's like we imagined we'd really found him. Both of us did. Then we shut down the video and carried on. And guess what? The very next day, I had a call from a vet about half an hour's drive away saying that they'd found a cat called Max and his microchip was registered to my number. Do I still want him? And I said, yes, of course, he'd been gone a year. So after that profound event of seeing a cat that looked like Max on the video and just joking in a playful way, daring to believe we'd found him, we both imagined we had found him just for a second. That manifested him coming back the very next day after all that time. So you see, if there's subconscious beliefs there that need shifting, and sometimes they can be hard to shift. I did try, and I was aware that maybe I didn't have faith in him, that he would find his way home, or that someone would find him. But just for that moment, we changed the code in reality, which caused creation to move mountains and bring him home. Anyway, so your subconscious is the master manifester. You can consciously want something all you want, but if there's beliefs to the contrary in the subconscious, those will manifest instead. So my belief that I couldn't shift, that there was a slim chance he was coming back, created a slim chance he was coming back. Poor Max. So talk to yourself in a relaxed state and figure out what you really believe and where those beliefs are coming from. Reality responds to our true deep down beliefs, which create our thoughts and emotions. You have a magic genie at your disposal, so you need to believe in its power. Your subconscious mind is like a big softie. You can work with your subconscious mind, heal its emotions. Your conscious mind can work with your subconscious mind and heal the subconscious beliefs and emotions and programming therein. The subconscious mind wants to be healed, and it wants to manifest the absolute best. So I hope this has helped you today on realizing the power of your subconscious mind. And leave me and others a comment on what you think about that. And as I said, I definitely recommend the Genie Within. It really did open my eyes some time ago and helped me to change my own reality. And remember to click subscribe and that bell button too for notifications for regular spiritual inspiration on your journey through life. Like and share also, because we're raising the mass vibration together. So go now in love and peace.